All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope y'all having a good day so far. So, I got a couple of requests to check this out, and here's the deal. I'm gonna come in here with this viewpoint of this issue. First of all, this is a Scap Attack video titled "Rich Paul Humiliates Himself with Pathetic Michael Jordan Take," and I already know what this is. This is gonna be Rich Paul now on his podcast saying, "Oh, Scottie Pippen was more important to the Bulls," or whatever. Some stupid. Imagine the stupidest crap you can think of, and that's what Rich Paul said. So, like, I don't want to, like, really pay too much mind to it. I don't want to give too much attention to it, because honestly, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard, and I think he knows that, and I think he's probably trolling us. But since I got a request to do this, I will, but I'm going to keep that straight. I don't feel the need to defend Michael Jordan in this, because this is just an absolutely stupid take to have, in my opinion. And I normally don't say that about people's opinions, but this is intentionally stupid. You know what I mean? It's by design to somehow deflate Michael Jordan, which is it's the same. It's clutch sports, you guys. It's clutch sports, and this guy's the brains behind clutch sports. So it is what it is. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Anyways, it's been a while since I've reacted to a Scap Attack video, and it kind of brings me back to my roots. So I say let's go for it. But, yeah, just so you know, I'm not going to sit here and defend every little point about Michael Jordan, or, like, pull out his stats or all this stuff. Because, come on, anybody who knows basketball, which is every single one of you, you know what the truth is. I don't need to convince you guys. This is embarrassing. So, anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to link the original video from Scap Attack down below in the description. You also see a list of channel members. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you all. Everybody, please like the video, all that good stuff, all that YouTube jive, and let's rock.
That's when you thought the biggest Hobbit underdog story since Frodo carried the One Ring to Mount Doom.
All right, already worth it. It was worth it.
Was coming to an end with rampant speculation that Rich Paul was biting the hand that has fed him in LeBron James, and thus ending a torrent love affair which has spanned nearly 2 decades since LeBron discovered Rich selling t-shirts out of the trunk of his car at the Akron airport.
Yep,
but
true story.
Rich recently fired back against all of the critics and let us all know that, in fact, everything is well on Delusional Island between LeBron James and his biggest simp, Rich Paul, when he uttered these absolute preposterous words about Scottie Pippen and as it pertained to his relationship on the basketball court with Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
It's amazing how much Rich Paul became such a rich and powerful man. And really, his origin story was, hey, that guy's good at basketball. I'm going to make some shirts and sell them out of the trunk of my car. Imagine that.
And the, 6 championship rings that they won together.
I think Scottie's rings are just the same as Michael Jordan's. Why not?
Because he won the best player on the team.
Yeah, but he was the most impactful player on the team.
I get it.
What do you mean he wasn't?
Listen.
Also, he's also working with Clutch Sports. So we got at least two people in Clutch Sports here. I don't know about Max. I really don't. Maybe you guys have more insight to what's going on with Max. I've been a little suspicious ever since he's started doing his podcast, though. Kind of figured it might be funded by Clutch Sports, but I don't know the truth.
If you unplug Scottie Pippen off that team,
sure,
Jordan's 0 for 6.
Sure, could be. Who knows? But
how do you know that? How do you? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Billy Madison time.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
And I'm sorry.
I award you 0 points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Absolutely. See, that's why, you guys. That's why I don't want to make a big deal out of it. It's literally one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in the basketball world. I can't even think of a comparison to how dumb this is. Like, I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna end up insulting some other really good player, and I don't need to do that. I don't want to insult Scottie Pippen here. I don't want to insult Michael Jordan. They don't deserve it. They didn't start this fight. This is Rich Paul starting this fight. I ain't gonna do it. They're both very good basketball players. They both won 0 championships without the other person. did they get much of a chance to prove that they could have or not without each other? No, because they spent their entire career together, basically. So it's a dumb conversation.
Right, did I hear that right? The most impactful player, Michael Jordan, would be 0-6 without Scottie Pippen. Just more of the same laughable talking points we have been hearing the LeBron James bootlickers and jock sniffers parrot throughout the social media intrawebs.
Anyways, since when do hypotheticals matter when it comes to the sports discourse and debates? It doesn't. You know, we could play around all day and say like, oh, Michael Jordan could have won a championship with the Wizards if he didn't get injured because his knee didn't go out. Ooh, let's pretend like that's real. No, it's a hypothetical. It didn't happen. It's fun to talk about, but it's not real. Same thing with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan not playing together. Guess what? They did. So it doesn't matter.
For the last several years as it pertains to these guys' relationship. But if you really dig into it, well, it of course makes no damn sense at all. In 2 of the last 3 title runs these guys made together from 96 through 98, Michael Jordan was damn near doubling Scottie Pippen in points per game. Pippen averaged just 16.
You don't need to do it, Scap. I don't think you need to do it.
Points per game in 2 of the last 3 title runs, while Jordan was well over 30 points per game.
We all know.
And in the one season where Jordan didn't nearly double Pippen, where he sniffed 20 points per game in 97, well, Jordan only outscored Scottie by 12 per game during that postseason run. But during that year when Pippen's scoring was up, Jordan, of course, led the Bulls in rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals.
This is what I was worried about, and I think this is what the trap was. The trap was to fight so LeBron fans will talk trash about Michael Jordan in the name of Scottie Pippen, and then Jordan fans will talk trash about Scottie Pippen in the name of Michael Jordan. Like that was the trap. I think that was the trap, and I didn't want to fall for the trap. That's why I'm not going to say any trash about Scottie Pippen. This time, Mr. Pibb, this time you're innocent. You didn't start this one. Whenever you do start it, that's when I'm all over you.
You know that narrative that Scottie Pippen did everything for the Bulls, did everything better than Jordan other than score?
Not better.
Well, that was because Pippen
but he was incredibly important on that team.
Was getting doubled in scoring by Jordan. When Scottie did narrow the scoring gap, Jordan led the team in everything. When you look at the first 3 title runs from 91 through 93, again, Jordan scoring 15 more points per game than Scottie Pippen during the playoff runs. The only year Pippen narrowed that gap in 1991, where Jordan only outscored him by 10 points per game. In that postseason run where Michael Jordan only averaged 10 more points per game than Scottie Pippen, well, they averaged damn near the same number of steals. Jordan averaged more blocks and more assists, many more than Scottie Pippen. So again, these narratives just fall apart like a house of cards when a swift wind blows past it if you really dig into it.
I mean, guys, you all know, right? I don't need to say it. I mean, we're talking about Jordan. He's the greatest of all time. It's obvious who was the guy in Chicago, right? I don't need to do this. I'm not going to do it. Scottie was incredibly important to the team. So is Phil Jackson. It was a great team. They were awesome. They won 6 championships together. Proud of all of them.
What?
Yo, Scottie Pippen's no scrub. Guys, I may not like him personally for all the stuff that he's done, but he was no scrub. He was incredibly important to this team.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
What a loser. What a weasel.
But hey, talking about impact, look, oftentimes impact does exceed standard box lines, so let's dig into the advanced analytics, shall we? Where Michael Jordan led his Chicago Bulls every single finals run, all 6 of them. He led the playoffs in both player efficiency rating, box plus minus, value over replacement, win share, and win shares per 48.
Yep.
So I really don't know what Rich is talking about as it pertains to Scottie Pippen being the more impactful player.
Impact.
However,
yeah, impact is an interesting word he chose, huh?
If you take a look at, I don't know, say the bubble championship ring on the Disney campus in Orlando, Florida, when LeBron James won his near fourth championship ring, still just 4 championships now in 23 years in count.
I'm sorry. I missed the scap humor in the background.
Counting for the fraud king. Well, yeah, in that 2020 bubble run, Anthony Davis led the NBA playoffs in scoring and in win share.
Yeah, I think he was the finals MVP, you guys. I really believed it back then. I still believe it to this day. He really deserved it. His defense, his rebounding, block shots, like he did so much more than just scoring.
By the way, anchoring the Lakers defense that season, AD finished 2nd in Defensive Player of the Year that year. And again, that was while in the postseason that season, AD dropping 28 and 10 averages, running around out here looking like prime Shaquille O'Neal, only better at defense.
Yeah, this guy scared the hell out of me for that year until he kept getting injured. And then I'm like, okay, maybe I don't have to fear this guy. But I'll tell you the truth, whenever he was suited up for the Lakers and he was healthy, man, instantly scary again.
That ring goes out the window for LeBron. Oh, and I guess he doesn't get his respect either.
And I want my damn respect too.
Earn it.
If Anthony Davis wasn't there to act as his rescuer and savior, how about the 2016 NBA Finals, though? You know, the one that made LeBron James the GOAT in his own delusional mind?
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Good for you.
Yeah, and you know that
Rich... Guys, this reaction right here made me the greatest reactor of all time. I said it, so it's got to be true, right? All right, moving on.
Paul co-signed that take because
I didn't know life was that easy, man. I just crowned myself and I'm a king.
Hobbit ass was sitting there on the couch to offer LeBron positive words of affirmation.
That one right there made me the greatest player of all time.
Sweet.
For so many reasons.
Well, what if I were to tell you in that entire playoff?
I'm the biggest YouTuber of all time. Yeah. Well, I was at working hard. I just had to say it out loud.
Run, LeBron James averaged only 26 points per game, while Kyrie Irving was averaging 25 points per game. Just 1 point per game fewer than LeBron James on the run that made him, in fact, the GOAT in his and Rich's mind. But in that same postseason, Kyrie Irving also led the Cavaliers in clutch time scoring, while hitting, of course, famously, the game-winning, series-clinching shot in Game 7 of the NBA Finals to beat the 73-9 Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, that one I'd say should have been at least a co-Finals MVP. What do you guys think about that one? Because I've thought about, like, Kyrie should win it, but then I'm thinking, I mean, LeBron produced pretty well in 2016 as well. So I think a co-Finals MVP would have been very appropriate that year.
Well, to me, that sounds more impactful than LeBron James. So I guess we just have to wipe that ring off the mark as well for LeBron James, which brings us to his only 2 remaining championships in Miami. Of course, there was the 2013.
I mean, if you want to just like cut through it and play their own tactics, because what did he say? Jordan's 0 for 6 without Scottie Pippen. Okay, well, that hypothetical. Then we play a new hypothetical. Scap is playing facts and reality versus a hypothetical. No need to do that. You're going way, way above and beyond. They did something. Their effort is here. Your effort is here, Scap. So they're just doing a little hypothetical here. So let's match it with another hypothetical. All right. If LeBron James never ring chased and left Cleveland, he'd be 0 for 10. There you go. That's basically what they did. You can't prove it wrong. Just like they said, 0 for 6 for MJ. Okay, cool. That's worse. Let's go.
Finals where Ray Allen hit that LeBron-saving three-pointer in an elimination game in Game 6 to push to overtime, where, of course, the Heat would win and ultimately then win Game 7. But without Hall of Famer and top 75 all-time player Ray Allen, well, I guess we can just go ahead and eradicate that ring from the books, too.
Yeah, and Chris Bosh's rebound and assist.
For His Highness. So that leaves just the one title in the 2012 playoffs where, yes, he still had Dwayne Wade, who was All-NBA third team that season and an All-Star, while scoring over 22 points per game in the playoffs. Oh, and then they also had All-Star that season, Chris Bosh, who averaged 18 points and 9 rebounds per game as the third option. So, of course, LeBron isn't sniffing that ring either if he doesn't have those two perennial All-Stars.
No, of course. I mean, we know, like, in the Miami Big Three, their third option was producing as much or more as Jordan's Bulls' second option.
Flanking him. So that would actually make LeBron James 0-10 in his finals runs.
There you go. We got there.
His supporting casts, you know, just
10.
going by Rich Paul's own insane logic.
Yep.
But okay, I see you guys working out there. I see all the LeBron jock sniffers and bootlickers.
Not me, man. We landed at the same place. They want to say 0 for 6. We'll say 0 for 10. Cool. Done deal.
And their infinite Michael
We don't even have to play no more games. Got Chris Bosh. You got LeBron James.
Jordan hate. And of course, they gotta prop up Scottie Pippen. I swear, Scottie Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal, and Pau Gasol round out the Mount Rushmore for LeBron James lickers and sniffers. And they all point unanimously to the Scottie Pippen 93-94 season. You know, a year where Michael Jordan wasn't even in the NBA. That year, Scottie Pippen.
Dude, he's got Luka Doncic on his team right now. And he has had Luka Doncic on his team. Luka has been a candidate for MVP. Not 1 year. He's been leading, you know, like top 3, top 4 candidates for how many seasons now? Like 4 seasons in a row. That's way beyond what Scottie Pippen was able to do. While he was, you know, I think he was runner-up in MVP for 1 year, which is a great accomplishment by Scottie. He played his ass off that year, but there's a big freaking difference. You know, 1 year, the main guy, the star, or a you know, a number 2 guy who played really good for 1 season.
And yes, he was All-NBA first team, All-NBA defense first team, MVP 3, Defensive Player of the Year 4. Everybody likes to point to that season about how great Scottie Pippen was. Well, okay, again, I see you working out there, hustlers. Let's take a look at Dwayne Wade.
Finals MVP.
The year where he led the NBA in scoring, was first team All-NBA, second team defense, MVP 3, and Defensive Player of the Year 3. Well, what about Anthony Davis? You know, the year that he was All-NBA 1, All-Defense 1, MVP 3, and NBA Defensive Player of the Year 3. Oh, and then, well, I don't know, how about Luka Doncic?
Thank you.
Remember the year he led the league in scoring, was All-NBA 1, MVP 3. Yeah, see, unfortunately, again, when you sprinkle in the inconvenient...
It's not even close, you guys. It's not even close. Nobody could ever convince me that Jordan had even 50% of the amount of help that LeBron has had. Sorry. The results are just better on the Jordan side.
Facts and context into it all, LeBron James clearly had substantially more help than Michael Jordan at every stage of his career. That was while playing now, again, in 23 seasons, going on 24 next year, all to win 2 fewer rings than GOAT Mike did in basically 12 full years, full uninterrupted injury or retirement impacted years. And hell, even if you want to throw all 15 years in, you know, 2 of the years where he played only 17 and 18 games, hell, I'm game. That's still 6 rings in 15 years compared to 4 rings in 24 years against easier competition and with substantially more help. Do less, Rich Paul. I understand you have to give a pushback to all the critics that think that there's trouble in LeBron land between you and your GOAT. And I understand you've got to simp and sniff the jock, lick the boots. I get it. But still, do less. Try at the very least to not look like a complete and total idiot.
Damn, man. I forgot how hardcore these videos are, man. Scap does not hold back. Anyways, guys, link is down below for Scap. I thought it was a cool video. The But yeah, I'm sticking with my guns here, and I'm not gonna bash. I'm not gonna bash Scottie Pippen. I think I don't want to do it. Why? Scottie Pippen didn't do anything wrong here. For once, like I said, for once he didn't do anything wrong. So I'm not gonna punish him and bash him when he's not the one who started this. Now the next time he comes out and he says, you know, I'm that one made me the GOAT, or I'm the GOAT, you know, I want to be remembered as the GOAT. Michael Jordan was a terrible player. Then I'm gonna call his ass out. But you know what? It's been a couple of months since he's done that, so I'm gonna let him rest right now. I don't want to punish good behavior. I'll punish bad behavior, not good behavior. So let him be for now. Anyways, I think this is one of the dumbest things we've ever heard, and I'll just reiterate one last time. I don't. Is it because we're entering the NBA Finals and Rich Paul wanted some debate going on so that the name LeBron James is being thrown out into the air again? Because really, it's been such a good playoffs that once LeBron was out, the Lakers were out, no one's talked about him really since. Have you noticed that? It's been a difference between this playoffs and all the previous years where LeBron gets knocked out in the first round. Usually the conversation still goes around like, oh, is he going to retire? Nobody cares right now. I don't know if you guys have noticed. No one's talking about it. Nobody cares because we all know he's gonna try to get back to Cleveland for one more year. Everyone knows he's not going to retire, so it's not even a conversation. It's not even worth making a video about. So is this the only way Rich Paul can get LeBron's name in the conversation while we're experiencing, honestly, the highest rated NBA playoffs in, I saw, like 24 years? And it makes sense. I've been watching almost every single game this year as well in the playoffs. It's been a great run, and I think we're ready for, you know, I just think all in all, this has been the best playoffs I've seen in a long time. Maybe 8 or 9 years at least. So anyways, I think that's all it is trying to detract from what's going on, and it's just what they do, man. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. No, I don't want to talk about this anymore for the rest of the day because, you know, whatever, dude. Obviously, Jordan's the greatest of all time. We don't know how many championships he would have won. He could have won more than 6. He could have won less than 6. How the hell do we know? It didn't happen that way. So what did happen is the facts. Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. LeBron's gone 4-6 in the finals. I know who I'm picking. It's up to you guys to pick yours. All right, I'm out of here, you guys. Like the vid on the way out. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And most importantly, it's the be water, my friends. Peace out.